pleased to pass into law. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Speaker.
I call Paul Eagle.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I'm really happy to be here because as I had to fight my way to get here, Madam Speaker, because when I met with the Chief Whip last night, I wasn't on the speaking list, and I said, how can Parliament's most friendly MP not be talking about the friendly, any bill that starts with the word friendly? And it was a long meeting, long into the night. She said, oh, I don't really know. Wasn't happy with you last week, this week. We'll have to see. Do 10 press-ups. That was hard. But here I am, through the door. Had to get past the Honourable Alfred Ngaro eating fish and chips for lunch, but I'm here. And as I said last time, I'm not part of this. I heard that, what is it, the FEC, the Finance and Expenditure Committee, not a member of that. No. If there was a friendly select committee, then I would be probably one of a few members on there, and a couple of colleagues. But here I am today, and we've been dancing around thanking Mr. Smith. But look, as I said last time, this is his lifelong journey, and he got in here in September 2014. He said, "I'm going to sort this out." He's going to look. If he doesn't run in a few years' time, his life's work is done. And when I look back at some of the notes, I thought he was so conscientious back then. He actually said that under the existing Friendly Societies and Credit Unions Act of 1982, credit unions face too much regulatory oversight, and they were limited in what they can do. That's what a good electorate MP does. He also said that credit unions were unable to incorporate. They must have internal trustees to hold property and conduct business, and this was not in line with other financial institutions. Madam Speaker, this is no ordinary bill, and I'm really happy to say that despite a little distraction, we did have an attempted derailment, and it's relevant for an Auckland MP in the name of David Seymour, who introduced just a really unfriendly SOP. He tried to undermine it. He tried to say, look, it was a distraction, as the member from Mount Roskill here said. But luckily, Dr. Duncan Webb came out and said, I've got a quote, and that really said it all. Nothing like a bit of evidence, even though it's from his own former legal company, but never mind. We had the evidence, friendly evidence, that said actually this is the proof that we need to say no to that to what he was proposing. The great thing here, and that there's a couple of happy moments. One is this clarifies the legal status of credit unions and friendly societies to that of an incorporated society, and the submissions reflected that. We've heard in the House today how times have changed, we need to modernise, and this is all part of why that needs to be done. The previous speaker spoke about the International Firefighters Credit Union, and I mentioned the last time I was in the House about a visit there that I took, and she was absolutely right. That's a fine institution, an entity that has that mutuality, that has a membership based on people who know what each other does, a common work system, and a mechanism to ensure that their savings and hard work is put into a financial institutional entity that is safe. And that's underpinned in this legislation. That's the cornerstone of what's being proposed here. So there's no change there. And I think that one of the things that most upset me last time was not only this unfriendly piece, this SOP, but the attempt that would do to derail that. Madam Speaker, this is a glorious afternoon for the member for Kaikoura. This defines his time here, his role, and look, I think this is his work done. They often say that sometimes if you can get one of these through, well done. And so if this is all the member does, then he's contributed to a better Aotearoa New Zealand. I commend this bill, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker.
I call Ian McKelvey.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I was going to